This is an inner child meditation. This is a meditation for meeting and healing your inner child. In this meditation, you will heal any need that you had as a child that wasn't met and the wounds that may have developed as a result. Before we begin, we are going to do a short introduction of what the inner child is, and then we are going to go on to do the meditation itself. Every person has an inner child. It is the part of us that developed between the ages of 4 to about 12 years old. These years are extremely formative and influence us for the rest of our lives. In fact, the relationships that we have with our primary caregivers and our childhood experiences can dictate the types of relationships and situations that we are drawn to as adults. Many of us grew up with parents or caregivers who had never really done their own healing work. And even though they may have had the best intentions for us, their own wounding got in the way of them being there, protecting, seeing, or listening to us in the way that we really needed. But even if we had safe childhoods with caregivers who provided for us, we can still have interpersonal relationships with our caregivers as children that negatively impact our confidence and sense of worthiness as adults. Many parents do not know how to connect with children for who they are. Instead, they try to mold them into the person that they think that they should be. And this can cause a child to feel like they are only lovable for their actions, but not necessarily for who they are. Because most adults don't know how to process their own emotions, they don't really know how to teach children how to process their own. And this creates many opportunities for trauma or misunderstanding as a child grows up. And this can manifest us into adults who are attracted to relationships and situations that act out the same misunderstandings that we experienced as children. So we may be drawn to relationships that don't treat us very well, or feel afraid to go after a big dream, or believe that we are unworthy, or we may tend to operate alone and not really trust relationships. But you can heal the faulty programming you received as a child, correct misunderstandings, and recover from old traumas. And we can do that by meeting the inner child, soothing them, and asking them what they need. We heal the inner child so that we fulfill the needs that we've been wanting for so long, so that we can move forward as adults who crave healthy, nurturing, and positive relationships and are able to recognize situations and people who are willing to give us what we've been needing all along. So let's do the meditation now and meet and heal our inner child. So close your eyes. We are about to go on a beautiful journey. Take a breath and settle in. Take another breath. Sit down, unwind, relax. Let your shoulders fall and relax. Let your whole body go, relaxing into the surface of wherever you're laying. Take another deep breath, and now look down at your feet and see that you are standing in a beautiful forest. And up in the distance is a river. It is a beautiful summer day. The sun is shining. You feel so peaceful and so at ease. You walk toward the river. The trees are large and hanging. There are puffy clouds moving slowly in the sky. You can hear the birds, and the water looks so inviting that you decide to take off your shoes and your socks, and you step into the shallows of the river. You feel your feet sink into the sand and notice the temperature of the water. Look at the sun through the trees on this perfect afternoon, and feel its rays nourish your face with light and warmth as it spills over your shoulders and your chest. Take another step into the water and feel it rise up to your calves and then to the back of your knees. This water is purifying your body. It feels so loving and nourishing as it rises up to your knees. At the same time, the warmth of the sun envelops your entire body. The water is now up to your thighs, and you are filled with this knowing that the sun and the water is preparing you for a journey. The sun's rays are infusing your skin with nourishing warmth and light as the water has risen to your waist. The elements are purifying and strengthening you. They are aligning you with your highest adult self. The water has risen to your chest and now to your neck. Your feet are barely touching the bottom of the river floor. You push up off the bottom of the river and you are laying on your back, floating safely, lovingly, and suddenly you are aware that the river is going to take you to another place in time. The river is moving gently downstream, and you are being carried gently, softly, carefully by the river. You are protected, you are safe, and you are fully aligned with your highest adult self. You are calm, knowing that this river is taking you back to a place in your childhood where a misunderstanding and your programming began, back to a time in your childhood when you lost just a bit of trust in yourself, and when you broke away from your true identity. Feel the river take you back in time. You are going back in time. Let the river take you to that perfect place in time. Let it take you now. You feel your body bump into the riverbank. You roll over onto your hands and knees and crawl onto a large boulder, feeling the warmth of the sun dry your entire body and hair in a matter of seconds. You notice a tiny shed on the riverbank, and you are struck by it. It's almost like a little home is there. You can see it's been there for a while. A simple but clean and safe little shed in the woods by the river. And you can see that everything that was built here was built for a small person, a child. The river has taken you to your inner child. This is where they've been all this time, and you are ready to meet them at the age when the misunderstanding occurred for them, when they lost connection with their true identity. And suddenly, in the near distance, you see yourself as a child. What are they doing? What are they doing here in their little home? What are they wearing? How old are they? Take your time with this and just observe what they are doing. And now say hello and introduce yourself. Ask your inner child if it is okay that you are there and notice their expression. Explain to them who you are and tell them that you are their healthy adult self. Let them know how you had wished that you were there for them as a child. But you weren't, and you are here now, to protect them, to love them, to validate them, and keep them safe. Allow the child to respond to you in any way that they want. Anything that they say or do is fine. See your inner child crawl onto your lap and wrap your arms around them, holding them. Feel the smallness of their body and yours. See their innocence and how badly they want love and acceptance and approval. Allow yourself to give them those things. How could anyone not love this child? See if you can listen to this child now. Ask them if there's anything that they want you to know. Let them tell you if they want to. But if they just want to be quiet and feel your comfort, that's okay too. Just notice your child. All they need is love, approval, and acceptance. And now say this. My dear one, I want to be here for you, to listen to you and to help you. Is there anything that you need? Take a few minutes to listen now. Look at this child. How could this child be anything but worthy of everything that they desire? Give the child permission to let go of any beliefs of unworthiness. Tell your child, you are worthy. You are worthy just because you exist. Look at the child and see their eyes and their small face. Feel their body wrapped in your arms. Look at them, looking at you, wanting to understand and trusting you to tell them the truth. And say this. Dear little one, you mean so much to me. You can do so much in life, and I support you. I see you. I hear you, I protect you, and I advocate for you. I will keep you safe. Anything else you need to say to your child, say it now. What do you need to hear? What did you need to hear that you did not hear as a child? Say it now. Now it is time to correct the faulty programming that was created as a child. Look at your child and say, my dear child, feeling scared, rejected, unseen, undervalued, demeaned, unworthy, alone, or anxious in your relationships is not the same as love. If you are in relationships where you are taking responsibility for the emotions of others, or if you feel unworthy, anxious, undervalued, unseen, or demeaned, this is not healthy. Sweet child, you do not have to change for anyone. You are perfect the way that you are. You deserve all of your desires. You are worthy of the success that you seek. You are capable of creating anything that you want to. Dear one, You are worthy. From now on, I will protect you. I will validate you. I will respond to your needs. I will encourage you. This is what healthy adults should do for children. I will do this for you from now on. You are so smart, so creative, brave, worthy, and most importantly, you are so easy to love. I love you. Hold your child in your arms and feel how safe they feel with you. Take your time and let them saturate in the safety that you are giving them. When you are ready, tell them that you are going to take them with you now to keep them safe. See in their face how glad they are to be with you. Feel a warmth in your heart, swelling, full of love, strength, protection, clear seeing, and bravery. Now you know your worth and can recognize right relationships. Now you know that you are worthy. Now you know what love can feel like. See your child self watch the light growing from your heart, smiling. They place their hand onto your heart and their hand sinks into your body. They look at you one last time before stepping in your body and into your heart, where you will keep them, where you will protect them, where you will validate and encourage them and provide for them. Put your hand over your heart. Take a few cleansing breaths. And now this child is getting another chance to live in alignment with its truth. Your mind doesn't know if this was real or imagined, or if it happened now or in the past. It is the same to the mind. This process reparents the child to give it a new start, a chance to reprogram the faulty beliefs. This meditation heals the child and releases faulty beliefs that do not serve you, and gives you a new program that supports you and gives you the best chance for happiness and fulfillment. With this new child self, you're going to walk back up the river now, alongside the riverbank, back to this current time and place. Take a deep breath. Once you've gotten to this current place and time, you are your true adult self, your highest adult self. Anything that is not an expression of that, any limiting belief, is not true. You are your highest adult self. Feel yourself come to the room, wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch. Remember that you can put your hand over your heart anytime to come in contact with your inner child. And now you can open your eyes.